Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to be talking about weeks 28 and 29 of this triplet pregnancy. Okay everyone, so I want to apologize. I've been kind of MIA for a little bit, but I got the flu. So that's a big reason, a big thing that happened during my 29th week was getting the flu. So I took the vaccine and everything like they told me to back in like November, October, or something like that. But I still got it. So, and I've heard several people that still got the flu this season or this year, even though they took the vaccine. So sorry, my voice sounds terrible and I'm still like coughing, but I feel so much better. And I got diagnosed with it on Tuesday of last week. So it's been a little over a week that I got diagnosed as I'm putting this up. So yeah, that's been a big thing. It was really rough. I think I might have had the flu in high school maybe, but I never like been tested for it or anything. So I don't, yeah. And I've heard that it can be more rough, more difficult when you're pregnant as well. Now my doctor did put me on Tamiflu, so I did take that just to kind of, you know, try to knock it out as quick as possible so it didn't affect the babies. And thankfully my fever was never really that high, so, but I still had the body aches like really bad, and it was really rough. So I was just like, I was planning on doing a video, you know, during that time, but I was like, nope, it's not gonna happen, because I couldn't talk at all like for a little while, and it was just like whispering. So this is a improvement as to what it has been. But yeah, so that was a big symptom, I guess, but not really a pregnancy symptom, just a symptom of, you know, being exposed to the flu and getting it. And yeah, I hate that, you know, any of you out there who get the flu regularly or got the flu when you're pregnant. It's pretty rough. So, but I'm doing so much better. So I guess that's the big thing that happened these past 2 weeks since I did my last update. And another thing is just, you know, I feel like my symptoms have just kind of not really changed. I'm, you know, really thirsty. I think I was talking about that in the last update too, just that I've been really thirsty. I've been drinking water even at night, which I don't do. Normally, like, I'll wake up, and I think because of congestion and everything, my mouth is really dry and all that, so I just am really thirsty, really wanting water, which is good. I need to drink a lot of water. So, but yeah, I've just been more thirsty than normal, I would say, and having to get up to pee in the middle of the night more frequently because of that. Yeah, I know. So, and I will say too, I've been struggling with sleep, like just having a hard time getting comfortable, and with the congestion and everything, it makes it harder to sleep too. So yeah, but I've noticed like my back hurting and stuff like that, so that's been rough. The heartburn is kind of, I did have a spout where it was like pretty bad for a while, and actually when I first got the flu, it was really bad. So at night, like, and nothing was really making it go away. And, you know, I did end up, eventually, I do remember this one night, like I sat up for a while and I did put peppermint essential oil, like kind of on the roof of my mouth, and rubbed it on like where my belly would be, like kind of right underneath my ribs a little, like, or I guess underneath my breast. So I rubbed it there, not on the actual belly where the babies are. But, and that actually helped. I think that's been one thing that's helped probably the most is the peppermint. And, you know, it did kind of come back a little bit, but yeah, so it has, I haven't really been struggling with it much recently, maybe a little bit, just, you know, after I eat, but not at night as much, which I'm really thankful for. But yeah, I feel like there haven't been some significant symptoms that have popped up, significant, like different type of symptoms that have popped up in the past 2 weeks. But I will say I'm celebrating and rejoicing that I'm 30 weeks. So I'm 30 weeks in one day today, and I cannot believe that I made it to this point. It's just amazing. And I guess in the back of my head, I just kind of had this fear, this worry that they were going to come at like 20 something weeks and be super preemie. And I mean, they're still going to be preemie, but you know, getting to 30 weeks, I don't know, it's just been so exciting for me and so relieving, and just super thankful and rejoicing in that. So, and as you can tell, I'm in my car and I just got out of my appointment with my maternal fetal medicine doctor, and so thankfully the babies are doing really well. I don't think we're really affected by the flu, so that's good. Baby A, I will say, is still small, but he is growing. So 2 weeks ago he weighed 2 pounds, or they estimate he weighs 2 pounds 2 ounces, and today they estimated 2 pounds 11 ounces. So he is growing, so that is a good sign. The fluid in his sac is still normal. There's still blood flow that's going really well to him from the placenta through his umbilical cord, but he's small. And his belly especially, they said, is like in the 3rd percentile. And, you know, I kind of asked them a lot of questions about that, like, is there concern? Could that be leading to something? Or, you know, they said right now it's not. He's just small. But I am going to have to go in more frequently. So the next time I go in, which is in a week, after that I have to go in twice a week, just for them to really monitor those twins, the identicals, and make sure everything's going well there. So baby B, let me pull this up because I just want to make sure I get it right. So first off, baby A is measuring like at around 28 weeks and 4 days is their estimate. So I'm 30 weeks in 1 day, so he's behind. And then baby B is measuring 31 weeks and 3 days. So he is measuring the, you know, kind of furthest ahead. And baby C is measuring 31 weeks and 0 days. So they're both measuring ahead of where I'm at, which is kind of cool. And they both weigh, so baby B weighs, I'm struggling to find it. Oh yeah, 3 pounds 8 ounces. So almost a pound more than baby A. And well, actually baby C weighs exactly a pound more than baby A, because baby C weighs 3 pounds 11 ounces. So, which is great. I can't believe they're already that big. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I just didn't think they would be that big already. But yeah, that's kind of where they're at. And, you know, they all are doing well. They're all practicing breathing. Their heartbeats are really good. All the like blood flow things they're checking. They check for movement and kicking and moving their arms, and all of that is perfectly normal. So, you know, it's really just that baby A kind of being a little bit small, but they really didn't seem to be too concerned. So I was thankful for that. And I'm thankful that he is growing. It's not that he's not growing, he is growing. So that's good. And I do have my first like 3D pictures. I never got any. I mean, I know I don't ask for them and they never really do them, but they actually took some of baby C, which is the one that can see the best. So you can kind of see his little face more clearly, and he's got his hand over his face, and especially in this one you can see clearly he's got his hand over his face. But that was really sweet to be able to see those 3D pictures, because I'd never seen that before. But anyway, so that's how things are going out. And for the belly, so I'm going to insert a clip of my belly, but before I do want to talk about it. I do think I am seeing some stretch marks now. So I'm not really sure exactly what stretch marks look like, but I think they are there, and you guys can confirm, but I'm pretty sure that's what they are, because they're kind of like I thought they would be like a red color or something, but they're more like a bluish color, grayish color maybe. Anyway, but you'll see in the clip that I'm going to insert, but the belly's definitely getting just really big and it is getting harder to do things. And not that I do a lot, I really try to limit my activity and just take it easy. But like if I cook, like a couple of nights this week I cooked, and it took me about, one time it took me like an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. And it was like, okay, I'm really feeling it now. Like I need to sit down. So, I think the belly's just getting more and more heavy and more affecting what I do. So, yeah, that's something I have to be aware of. I still don't have much swelling. Every once in a while, just kind of looking down and seeing, my ankles swelling a little bit, my hands swelling a little bit, but overall, not bad. And I actually got to see my main doctor today, and he was really encouraging and just saying that, we're just so thankful, we're just excited that you made it this far with no, complications and stuff. And he's like, you still got skinny ankles, that's good. And so he was noticing that I wasn't swelling. So I guess the swelling I have had has been kind of more minor, not like severe. So I am really thankful for that, at least, up until now, that it's been that way. So, and everyone's just been really encouraging that, you've been doing so great, and, to get to this point and all this stuff. Now today was the first day I had like an elevated blood pressure. It wasn't too extreme elevated, but it was definitely elevated. It was like 130 something over 84, I think. So they said they were just gonna have me come in for nurse appointments every other week, but they said they want me to come in every week now, just so that they can monitor that and make sure that that's not gonna get more elevated. And my urine is always fine though, because they test several things for like preeclampsia, not just the blood pressure, but they do definitely keep an eye on that blood pressure, because that can, end up being, I guess, a serious type thing. So that was something else they saw today. I skipped, I'm sorry. I'm going to insert that clip of the belly right now. So here's the belly, and I feel like there might be a little bit of stretch marks showing on this side. And yeah, it's just getting bigger and bigger. Okay, so that's it. And, that's pretty much my update for these weeks. I will say I'm pretty drained feeling, I think, from the flu. I take at least 1 nap a day, sometimes 2. And the weather here has been really like rainy and dreary, so I think that's another part of it, just feeling kind of drained. And not sleeping great at night too doesn't help. So anyway, but I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. We're hoping to get some things out that some of, we kind of talked about in the live Q&A. If any of you missed that, you can go back and watch. But, talking some about like the husbands and how they can be a support for their wives and all of this during infertility and IVF and whatever, you're having to go through to have children. And you know, so I think it's going to be some really good stuff, and I'm going to put some stuff out there too, just to kind of get interaction from you guys as to what you would like to hear from a marriage counselor, relationship expert kind of person, like what my husband does for his job, and, you know, just questions you would have for, you know, how a marriage is highly affected by these things. And so how do you kind of navigate that? How do you support each other in this really difficult time of trying to have a child and it not happening? So we just want to put that information out there. So I'm hoping to get that, something like that up soon. And I'll probably put a post somewhere here on YouTube. I haven't tried that yet, but I will probably do that. And so you guys can comment on there, like just questions you have. And if you think of them now too, you can put them on this video as well, but just questions you would like to ask someone like that. And so yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. I love it if you're new to subscribe, or if you just haven't subscribed yet and you've been watching. Really appreciate it if you would just subscribe and join us. And thank you so much for all of you who have subscribed and who have followed us from the beginning and who are new and all of that. I'm just so thankful for all of you, and I really appreciate your comments and all that stuff. And like I said, I'm so sorry I don't reply well, but I do read them all and I really appreciate them. So I will but yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.